Okay, this is the final project, and after watching that TED talk uh, about these cultural differences, the importance of diverse stories, Adichie emphasizes the danger of a single story, of a single story, a singular narrative that defines a person or culture. Diverse stories challenge these narrow portrayals by offering multifaceted perspectives. They allow us to one see the world through others' eyes. Diverse stories expose us to different experiences, values, and worldviews. This fosters empathy and understanding by allowing us to connect with people from various backgrounds. Two, challenge stereotypes. By encountering stories that contradict existing stereotypes, we can dismantle prejudices and build a more nuanced understanding of cultures. Embrace complexity. Diverse stories celebrate the richness and complexity within cultures. They showcase the variations in traditions, beliefs, and practices within a single cultural group. Now, in this case study, a culture unexplored, I chose South Korea. The initial assumptions and stereotypes that I found was that they are technologically advanced. Sorry for my stutter. Uh, Advanced society obsessed with gadgets and K-pop. K-pop being a form of music that it's compelled from teenagers, which can be a full male group or a full female group. Homogeneous culture with strict social hierarchy and emphasis on conformity, and primarily focus on economic success with a high pressure work environment. Now, my research findings show that South Korea possesses a rich cultural heritage with traditions dating back thousands of years. Confucian values of respect of elders and societal harmony are important, but individualism is increasingly valued by younger generations. This is changing as of right now. The economic is export driven, but there's a growing emphasis on work life balance and leisure activities. A comparison from this case to a to the danger of a single story uh, in the TED Talk is that the initial assumptions paint into one dimensional picture of South Korea. Research reveals a more complex reality, a blend of tradition and modernity, collectivism and individualism, economic focus, and cultural richness. This highlights the danger of a single story. It ignores the multifaceted nature of a culture. It only takes assumptions and that's it, and it can't be changed. But making research uh, tells us another completely different story. The possible source of the single story. The media often portrays South Korea through the lens of technology and K-pop, reinforcing the stereotype of a homogeneous tech-obsessed society. Because this is all we hear all we hear about South Korea is only these things, and maybe just maybe the food if you are into it. But aside from that, we as a whole think that the tech obsessed society and with their music that is K-pop. My own culture, I did this in a very short manner. What are the assumptions or stereotypes other people have about it? For example, a Mexican. So one strong assumption is that we are not that smart, or kind of lazy, that kind of thing, because uh, it's not a unique story. Uh, it is just a thing that the U.S. Thinks about us because of the immigration problems they have, because uh, a lot of Mexicans cross that border to find a better life. And the, pues, uh, I mean, some Mexicans go to the hard labor jobs, which is construction, gardening, and jobs like that. That doesn't uh, require, if you can say that, a lot of like intelligence, you can say, but that's all an unfair assumption. So what other stories would you like to be considered when thinking about your culture? Uh, it isn't characteristic as a characteristic story about our culture, but it so much denies these kind of assumptions. It's the story about how, sorry for the typo, uh, how the colored TV got invented, and it was made by a Mexican called Guillermo González Camarena. We can find this story, we can find his biography, and this completely denies this assumption. And I think it's a very good example. Uh, Continuing, considering cultural diversity by uh, by embracing diverse stories, we can move beyond stereotypes and appreciate the richness of human experience. Cultural diversity is not about just recognizing differences, it's about understanding the complexities within cultures and fostering connections across deviates. My conclusion: so, diverse stories are vital tools for promoting cultural awareness and dismantling the danger of a single story. This allows us to see the world through a wider lens, fostering empathy, challenging biases, and celebrating the beautiful tapestry of human cultures. That's it. Hope you uh, I hope you enjoyed it, and I made I made a more complex document that I'm gonna send. So thank you.